there, folks. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you could make it. Today's sausage recipe has some Northern Italian inspiration behind it. We are going to be making Moochie's Salameat sausage, and this particular recipe was submitted to us by one of our longtime patrons. Thank you, Chuck H. Now, if you like what we do and you want to have a more active role in it, you might want to consider becoming a patron of the channel. I'll put a link in the description box below so you can check it out for yourself. Now let's talk about the Salameat sausage. This is an incredibly flavorful sausage that's garlic forward with beautiful savory notes. It is a fresh sausage, and I would consider it relatively easy to make. So no matter where you're at in your sausage making journey, this one should be on the to-do list. Let's make the Salameat.
What better way to start off this sausage than with a little red wine and some garlic? These two ingredients are going to hang out in the refrigerator overnight. So once you get everything properly weighed and measured and all that good stuff, give it a cover, set it in your fridge, and tomorrow it'll be ready to use. This step is going to really infuse that wine with the garlic, give it a beautiful garlic flavor. It'll be incredible. As far as the meats go, this is pretty simple. We're going to be doing a little beef, a little pork, and some pork back fat. You will find the recipe in the description box below. And notice that mine is already processed, so I've got everything cut up into small pieces ready for the grinder. It is a little warm, and I do want to chill it before we grind it, so into the freezer it goes for anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes. We want the temperature below 34 Fahrenheit, and this is what that's going to look like. It's properly chilled. Notice that it's a little frosty, and that's exactly what you want. This is going to ensure that you don't smear the fat while you're grinding your sausage. Now, we are going to be doing a double grind for this Salameat. Let's get that done. Beautiful looking grind. That was a double grind on the 10mm plate, and this came out absolutely perfect. And let's take a look at our spices. We are going to be starting with salt, as we do in most cases. This is a very simply seasoned fresh sausage. Next up is the pepper, and that is it. That's how simple it is. Salt, pepper, garlic, wine. We are going to be adding just a touch of potato starch. We got this from the sausage maker. This is optional, but it is going to give your sausage a better texture, and it's going to help retain some of that moisture, making it a little more juicy. So let's add all that together, and then I am going to come back with just a little bit of water. I don't like an overwhelmingly wine-forward sausage, and so I like to balance it out with a little wine and a little water. We're going to mix that together, make sure that potato starch is well incorporated. Let's set it to the side and look at our casings. For this sausage, we're going to go 2932 natural hog casings from the sausage maker. You can really kind of go whatever size you want. 2932 was what was recommended. This has been soaking overnight. There's a little baking soda in the water. If you know, you know. And by now, this casing should be nice and tender, ready for some meat. Let's go ahead and get our meat mixed. And we're going to be using a KitchenAid stand mixer with the paddle attachment. I'm making roughly about 2.2 pounds or 1 kilo. And this 5.5 quart stand mixer will absolutely get it mixed properly within about 90 seconds. I think the max that it can hold is about 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds, something like that, or 2 kilos. So let's go ahead and mix it on the lowest speed possible until it is nice and sticky. And guys, it's better to undermix than to overmix. Just a little FYI, if you overmix, that'll kill the texture of your sausage. But look at that, it's nice and sticky, and we are done. So into the 5-pound sausage stuffer that we have from the sausage maker, I am going to be using the 3/4 inch tube for this size casing. When you're picking the tube for your casing, you want to make sure that the tube is just a little bit smaller than your casing, right? You don't want to go too small, and certainly you don't want to go too big. If you go too small, then you're going to end up with a lot of air pockets. And if you go too big, you're going to end up with casing blowout. All right, so let's go ahead and load that casing onto the horn. And what we're going to do here is just put a little bit of that alkalinized water, right? The water that's got the baking soda on it, onto the horn. And that's going to make it nice and slippery. At which point you can load your casing onto the horn and it should slip on with ease. Check that out. If you feel like it's sticking, you might want to fill the casing up with a little bit of that water as well. All right, let's put this Salameat into a casing. There we go. Beautiful sausage in a casing. I'm loving that 5-pound sausage stuffer. I got to be honest. I didn't think I was going to like it because I'm so used to using an electric stuffer. But I got to tell you, for a 5-pound unit, fairly affordable, relatively simple, does the trick. I'll put a link in the description box below if you want to check it out. All right, let's go ahead and make these links. We're making standard 5-inch links, and we're just going to twist 3 times forward and 3 times towards us. That's it. And that's going to give you nice, tight, plump links, and that's what you're looking for. Now, at this point, this is a fresh sausage. You could cook it up right now if you want to. But what I'm going to do is let this hang out in the refrigerator overnight. I am going to poke out in the air pockets and then just give it a general prick. Not that big a deal. Being that this is a fresh sausage, you are going to want to eat it within a few days of making it. If you're not, vacuum seal it, freeze it, and then just pull it out when you're ready. Okay, into the fridge it goes, and it is now tomorrow. This sausage can be cooked any number of ways. Often it's cooked like a bratwurst, where it's poached and then fried in the rendered fat. For today's cook, though, I am going to be using our ceramic grill and adding a deflector plate. How you cook your sausage is just as important as how you make it, because you can easily destroy a sausage when it comes time to cook. I think that cooking your sausage on low indirect heat is a very safe way to cook your sausage. You're a lot less likely to render out the fat, and that's how we're going to cook our salami today. So let's close down our Kong ceramic grill. I am going to reduce the vent at the top to about 0.5, just like that. And as far as the bottom vent, I am going to bring that down all the way to mark number 1, which is about a thumb, if you had to put your thumb up to it. And that's going to allow a little bit of airflow through here, and it's going to help me maintain that 225 to 250 degree temperature. About halfway through the cook, I do like to give the sausages a little flip, although it's technically not necessary. What I'm looking for is the firmness, the casing. I'm just making sure that everything is on track. And as you can see, our casing is starting to tighten up quite a bit. Our sausages are nice and plump. And there is very little rendered fat on those deflector plates. So far, so good. All right, let's go ahead and close it down, finish the cook off. And I want to say these took maybe 15-20 minutes to cook. Right here is the final stage. Let's go ahead and probe them with our thermopin. I'm looking for an internal of anything between 150 and 155. Remember, these are fresh sausages, and it looks like we are 155. Absolutely perfect. Let's go ahead and take them off the heat. And once again, take a look at the deflector plates. Very little rendered fat. That's what we're looking for. These are going to be nice and juicy. All right, let's taste the salami.
All right, guys, it's time to try Moochie's Salameat sausage. What do you think about this beautiful Italian sausage? Nice smooth slice, very, very juicy. Let's go in for a smell. I am loving the Salameat so far. This smells amazing, very garlic forward, certainly picking up a little bit of those wine notes. Okay, going in. These Italian sausages are absolutely beautiful. I mean, the Salameat is incredibly delicious. Super simply seasoned, salt, pepper, wine, garlic, that's it. And what you end up with is a sausage where there's no distraction from the proteins. In this case, it's beef and pork, and they are shining like superstars. And I'm loving the texture. That double grind on a 10mm plate is perfect. And normally I don't do that. Normally if I double grind, I'll scale the plate down, but this is actually quite nice. I love the mouthfeel. Super juicy, casing is snappy. And you know what? It's kind of refreshing eating a sausage like this. It's simple, wholesome, fresh, and I hope you get a chance to make it. I'm going to put a recipe link to Moochie's Salameat sausage in the description box below. If you have any questions about it or the process, be sure to leave me a comment. Be sure to stick around because in tomorrow's episode, we've got an Italian superstar joining us. He's going to show us how he makes his family's Italian sausage with this incredible twist that you're not going to want to miss. That's going to be happening in tomorrow's episode. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, especially if you like sausages. We've got all kinds of videos just for you. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.